LovePod English.
Hello, and welcome back to LovePod English. This is your space to listen, repeat, shadow, and learn English at a calm, natural pace. I'm Miss Rose, and I'm so glad you're here. In this lesson, I'll speak slowly, use clear, simple words, and repeat ideas so you can shadow my voice. Practice speaking and build confidence step by step. Today, we'll talk about how to describe your day in English, not just short sentences, but full ideas. What do you do in the morning? What happens in the afternoon? What's your evening routine like? By the end of this episode, you'll be able to talk about your day using clear and natural sentences. Let's begin. Why is it important to practice talking about your day in English? Because your day is real. It happens every day. You know it well. You don't need to search for ideas or words. You don't have to talk about history, science, or politics. You just need to talk about your own life. You can say what time you wake up and what you eat for breakfast. You can say whether you go to work or stay home. You can describe how you feel tired, busy, happy, or relaxed. And here's the best part. When you describe your own day, you're practicing real, useful English that you can use in daily life. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to try. When you talk about your day, you begin to think in English and speak naturally. You use simple, complete sentences. You stop translating in your head and start feeling more confident. Let's take an example. Imagine meeting someone new. They ask, "What did you do today?" If you've practiced before, you can answer easily. I woke up at 7. I went to work. I had coffee and answered emails. In the evening, I made dinner and watched TV. That's a full conversation. That's real communication. And that's your goal. Even if you're alone, not in a class, or a little shy, you can still practice by talking about your day. When you're not sure what to say, start with something simple. What did I do today? What time did I wake up? What did I eat? Where did I go? What did I do this evening? Those are great questions to start with. These questions help you remember words, build strong English habits, and think in full sentences without stress. You can do this in the morning to talk about yesterday, or at night to review today. You can even record yourself and listen back. The key is to keep it simple and steady. Use the English you already know. Don't worry about mistakes, just speak. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. 1 sentence today, 2 tomorrow. A full story next week. So today, let's build this skill together step by step, word by word, one real sentence at a time. Morning. Morning is a very important part of your day. It sets your mood, gives you energy, and it's the perfect time to think and speak in English even for a few minutes. Now, let's practice some simple morning sentences together. Repeat each one slowly, like shadowing. Let's begin. Now you repeat. I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. Sometimes I wake up earlier, around 6:30, when I have a lot to do. Repeat again. Sometimes I wake up earlier, around 6:30, when I have a lot to do. If I sleep late, I feel tired the next morning. I stay in bed for a few minutes and think about my day. I stay in bed for a few minutes and think about my day. I like to take a deep breath and stretch my arms and legs. Then I sit up slowly and get out of bed. I walk to the bathroom and start brushing my teeth. I brush slowly and carefully for about 2 minutes. Then I wash my face with cold water. It helps me feel awake. Sometimes, if I'm still sleepy, I take a quick shower to refresh myself before starting the day. When I shower, I like to play soft music or listen to English audio. After my shower, I dry off and put on my clothes. I always try to wear something clean and comfortable so I can feel ready for the day. Sometimes, I wear jeans and a t-shirt. If I have a meeting or class, I choose something a little more formal. Next, I go to the kitchen and start preparing my breakfast to give me energy for the morning. I usually eat something simple, like toast, eggs, and fruit. Sometimes, I have cereal with milk and a banana. If I have more time, I make an omelet or oatmeal. It depends on how busy my morning is. I like to eat slowly so I can enjoy my food. I drink coffee most mornings, but sometimes I drink green tea because it feels light and fresh. While eating, I might watch a short video or check the news. Other days, I just enjoy the quiet and listen to the birds outside. Before I leave the house, I check my phone. I look at the time, read my messages, and make sure I'm ready for the day ahead. I check my calendar to see if I have meetings or appointments. Then, I pack my bag with everything I need: my phone, notebook, keys, and water bottle. I make sure nothing important is left behind. Then I put on my shoes and head out the door. Now let's shadow a story. My morning routine. I'll tell you a short story about my morning. Listen carefully and repeat each line slowly after me. Are you ready? Let's begin. In the morning, I usually wake up around 7 o'clock. Sometimes, I wake up earlier if I have a lot to do. I lie in bed for a few minutes and think about the day ahead before I get up and start moving. I stretch my arms, yawn a little, and slowly get up. Then, I walk to the bathroom and brush my teeth for 2 full minutes. After that, I wash my face with cold water. It really helps me wake up fully. If I feel sleepy, I take a warm shower. I often listen to relaxing music while I shower. It helps me feel calm and focused. Afterward, I feel fresh, peaceful, and ready to start my day with positive energy. After my shower, I put on clean clothes and check my hair in the mirror. Then I walk to the kitchen and start preparing breakfast. I usually eat 2 slices of toast with butter and jam, and sometimes I add a boiled egg to make it more filling. I drink a large cup of coffee. It's very important to me in the morning. While I eat, I sit by the window and look outside. The quiet moments help me start my day feeling calm and refreshed before I head out for work or study. Sometimes I hear birds singing, and I enjoy that peaceful moment. Before I leave the house, I check my phone. I look at the time, my to-do list, and my schedule for the day to make sure I'm prepared and not forgetting anything. Then I prepare my bag. I make sure I have everything I need: my phone, wallet, notebook, and sometimes a small snack. Finally, I put on my jacket and shoes, open the door, and step outside to begin my new day. Every morning is a little different, but I try to follow a good routine. Let's practice some final sentences together. Repeat after me. Every morning is a little different, but I try to follow a good routine to stay focused and positive. When I start my day with English, I feel more focused. I'm proud of my progress, and I'll keep going. Now, let's move to the afternoon, the middle part of the day. Many people are busy then, working, studying, or caring for their homes. Whatever you do, the afternoon is a great time to use English. Even if you're busy, you can still listen, repeat, or practice for just 5 or 10 minutes. Let's learn some common afternoon sentences together. Repeat each one slowly. After lunch, I go back to work. Sometimes, I feel a little sleepy after eating. I check my emails and reply to the most important ones first. I often read new messages from my coworkers or classmates to stay updated during the day. I usually have 1 or 2 meetings in the afternoon. Sometimes I meet a client or my manager to discuss tasks. If I work from home, I sit at my desk, open my laptop, and begin typing or organizing the work that needs to be done. I type reports or prepare presentations. I also check my calendar to see what's next. I like to keep my desk neat and organized. It helps me think clearly and stay focused on my work throughout the afternoon. I usually take a short break around 3 o'clock. I make a cup of tea or drink some water. Sometimes I eat a small snack like fruit or a cookie. If I have time, I go for a short walk outside to get some fresh air and relax my mind. If I have time, I take a short walk to get some fresh air. Even 10 minutes outside makes me feel better. When the weather is nice, I walk around the block or sit in the sun for a while. In my free time during the afternoon, I like to study English. When I have free time in the afternoon, I study English. Sometimes I listen to a podcast while walking. Other times I read a short article or story online. I also watch slow English videos to improve my listening and pronunciation skills. I often repeat short phrases out loud to practice speaking. Shadowing helps me talk more fluently and clearly. Before finishing work, I write down what I did during the day. It helps me stay organized and ready for tomorrow's tasks. Before finishing work, I note down everything I completed. This keeps me organized and prepared for the next day. Sometimes, I also write one new word I learned. I like to review my English notebook before I end the day. I like to review my English notebook before finishing my day. Now, I'll tell you a short story about my afternoon. You can listen, pause, and repeat after me. Try to match my rhythm and tone. It's a great way to shadow and improve your English. After lunch, I usually go back to my desk to continue working. I check my emails and write a to-do list for the afternoon. I often have a video meeting with my team. We discuss what we finished in the morning and plan what to do next. The meetings are usually short, about 30 minutes. Afterward, I take a short break. I walk to the kitchen and make a cup of tea or black coffee. I drink slowly while standing near the window and enjoying a quiet moment. Sometimes I step outside for some fresh air. If I have free time, I use it to study English. I usually listen to a podcast like this one or read a short story to keep practicing. These little habits help me improve every day. Sometimes I watch a video where the speaker talks slowly. I pause the video and repeat the sentences. This is shadowing. It helps me speak more naturally and understand English better. It's one of my favorite ways to practice. Before I finish work for the day, I write a short summary of what I did. I also write one English sentence about how I feel. For example, I finished all my work today and I feel proud. It helps me reflect and build confidence. For example, I finished my work today and feel proud. Or, I didn't study much today, but I'll try again tomorrow. Writing like this helps me reflect on my day and stay motivated to keep improving my English. Now it's your turn. Pause this lesson for a moment and talk about your afternoon. What do you usually do after lunch? Do you work, study, or rest? Use short, simple sentences. The goal is to speak, not to be perfect. Evening is a special time to relax and reflect. Let's repeat some useful evening sentences together. I come home around 6 o'clock in the evening. I take off my shoes and sit down for a few minutes to rest. Sometimes I watch the news or listen to music to help myself relax after a long day. I cook dinner, or if I'm too tired, I order food instead. I eat dinner at the table with my family. We talk about our day and share stories. After dinner, I clean the kitchen and wash the dishes before taking a short break. After dinner, I sometimes go for a short walk. Before bed, I read a book or listen to calming music. I take a shower and brush my teeth to feel fresh and relaxed. These small habits help me end my day peacefully and sleep well. I usually go to bed around 10:30 or 11. Now you've listened to my full daily routine. I'd like you to try speaking about your day. Think about what time you wake up, what you eat, what you do in the afternoon, and what your evenings are like. Great job today. You listened to a complete daily routine, practiced new vocabulary, and repeated full sentences. Most importantly, you spoke in English. That's real progress. You're not just learning English, you're living it, one sentence at a time. Keep practicing your daily routine until it feels easy. Come back to this lesson often. Listen again, shadow again, and add more details to your story each time. This is Love Pod English, and I'm Miss Rose, so proud of your effort. Keep believing in yourself. Bye for now, and thank you for learning with me today. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and I'll see you again in the next lesson. Remember, every word you say brings you one step closer to confidence and fluency in English.